either the constitution or the guideline. So whichever way they go, this man will be at home. And like Barrister Obani also said, my brother, the same Court of Appeal upheld the election in the House of Assembly case of Obingwa. The same Court of Appeal. So what would they now say? And the same day, House of Assembly election was conducted, the same day, the same ballot, the two ballots, the same time. That was also the same time the election of the governorship was conducted. You cannot separate the two. And that was why PDP sensed danger. Look at the constitution of that panel. It is a practice, it is the policy of the Court of Appeal to select panelists, not from the particular Court of Appeal where the state is situated. Because of closeness, familiarity, they want to avoid that. Therefore, they pick from outside. Now, if that is their policy, from different jurisdictions, so if that is their policy, why did they now go to Lagos State, where the Abia candidate lives and does business, to take 4 out of the 5? And PDP saw it and raised the alarm. Look at PDP petition, which they sent to the President of the Court of Appeal. That's the President of the Court of Appeal's stamp. Then it was also published in this paper. It's even here. Look at it.
So you feel that
no, I'm coming.
You feel that because they took the members of the panel from Lagos State, where the Abga governorship candidates running business,
yes,
then he will be biased.
That's why it is.
His allegation that has not been proved. It's an allegation.
We agree. We agree.
There's no alleging that they will be biased.
And that's what the party
no proof.
saw even before they started sitting. And because they had.
Are you implying that the candidate of Abga, while he was running his business, was having businesses with the judges?
Yes, I'm implying. I'm implying I'm implying that because the Court of Appeal itself has it as a policy that they don't take judges from where you stay. They shouldn't have done it here. More so when we had raised the alarm. You get the picture now. It's very clear. And now, having done all that they've done, we are still comfortable because there is the Supreme Court, 1, and 2, because the 2 plunges will still favor us. Whether it is the Constitution they want to rely on, 1792, or the guidelines. Chikina?
Let me go back to Chikoji. He has said that all of these contradictions in judgment here and there, and the fact that, yes, these 3 local governments, they have over 200 votes. Shouldn't there be 200,000 yes. votes? Shouldn't there be a rerun? Just so, instead of just declaring somebody as the winner.
All right. I think the lawyers are even in a better position to tell us what the impact or effects of fraud, according to the verdict, massive fraud, should have on an election and its results. You see, when he's talking about raising an alarm, I would have wanted to ask, sir, when you raised this alarm and the situation didn't change, what did you do? What else did you do? Your lawyers still went to court and argued the matter. At the end of the day, you did not puncture the submissions of both the star witness and the forensic examiner. You spent your time arguing on somebody's qualifications rather than looking at the subject matters. But coming back to your question, if, like he said here, that he would expect a rerun to be ordered, that also proves to you that fraud was committed. Now, when you commit fraud, if result is supposed to be, for instance, 30,000, and somehow 82,240 votes comes up, like it happened, what do you expect the panel of judges to do? How did we get into the fraud in the first place? So, I had expected that when the matter was being looked into, as it has been in the last 60 days before this judgment was given on the 31st, that they would have come up to puncture this and argue that instead of cancelling outright. But you see, the basis for the cancellation, which we should also look into, is that the INEC, the REC, does not have a right. You have uploaded results, and you found out that something untoward had happened. you cancelled. And you turned around again to reverse yourself. Having cancelled, he had no powers to reverse himself. To reverse himself. Unless they went to the tribunal to upturn that or to change that position. They didn't. Something happened. This fellow who had uploaded results that had gone into INEC systems cancelled the results. At another point, reversed himself. A lot of things had gone wrong. So, if they want to argue this, fine. I mean, the TV station is not where you come. We are not in a law court anyway. But what we're trying to do is say the things that led us to where we are and what results we have today. There is nobody who will see this massive fraud and you still want to accept that kind of result and use it to determine who governs a people. I think that is wrong. And it's the result of desperation in the conduct of the elections.
Well, there are things he has said. He's not a lawyer. He has actually said it. He's not one, because the position of the law today is that the electoral office, the returning officer does not have any right to cancel in the first place. That is the position of the law. And it's also good that he reversed himself. Yes. And that was upheld by the lower court and also by the Court of Appeal. Yes. So from now on, the state of the law as it is that the returning officer has no right. What you are asked to do is to declare, if anyone has any issue with the result, let them go to court and ventilate their grievances. That is the position. But our position is that we must still apply law. All the sentiments apart. One should, as I said, I try as much as possible to be neutral, but Abia is very uppermost in my mind. It's because that is where I come from. And I need a state, that is functional. So, but in determining that, we must also follow the law. I don't care who, be the same, but I care who, how the process of emergence. So if Oti is very popular, or Ibazu, both of them are very popular candidates, and he has ideologized Ibazu as a person, that has, credentials, who can govern Abia effectively, except, the so-called allegation of the baggage is carried. But whatever it is, the man is also popular. Oti is popular. Let the people determine who becomes their governor. And I'm mindful of it. But excluding over 200 and something voters in 3,000 voters in the 3 local government council, excluding them from exercising their mandate, their franchise. I don't think that is the intention of lawmakers. No. Because they did by saying if there is issue of overvoting section 53.
But it's strange. It's strange. Let me bring it back.
No, I have not finished. They did in section 53 of the electoral act, say if there is any such thing, evidence of overvoting, that the proper thing to do, and then that overvoting now result in substantial non-compliance with the electoral act, what you do is go for a wrong. Simple. To make sure that those people participate in because democracy is about the people. So I have said it before, the judiciary should minimally, if not for our electoral process that is, fraught with fraudulence and all that. Ordinarily, it is a polling unit to determine the mandate of the whoever becomes your governor. And not at the court. The court comes out sometimes to give some absurdities here and there because they're human beings. They were not there when the election was conducted. So the people should determine who governs them. So the court should also follow the law in determining whatever is the intention of the mandate of the electorate. So in this particular instance, I'm seeing something that is not too right. Where the minority now will actually determine the mandate of the governor. Yes.
It's strange that when it was as though the PDP, your party, was winning,
yes,
the PDP did not have any issues with the cancellation or reversal of the returning officer of those 3 local governments, or the fact that the three local governments were excluded from the results that were eventually given.
No, they were worried. They have always been saying that they were worried because when the thing was cancelled by the return, they raised alarm. When the reversal was also done and all that, of course, the court of, lower court agreed that the man has no right to have even cancelled in the first place. And so the Court of Appeal also agreed with that decision. But the point is that, as you rightly pointed out, if you want to rely on the election of 11th, where you said, that the marginal difference now, should have necessitated the issue of going for supplementary. Then the man would hire because the first man now has satisfied all that requirements. Yes. He has the largest vote. He has also won to third of the vote. But there was the issue of marginal difference now in the council area. So that's why they now ask for supplementary. So if you have used that to ask for supplementary election, why are you now in the court now allowing over 200 and something thousand voters to be now, that would have affected substantially the result, to go ahead and declare the governor the winner? So that is where I'm having problem with that decision.
Before I come back to the lawyer, let's talk to the citizens
Yes,
of Abia.
yes.
So tell us.
We are all citizens anyway.
You're talking now.
They're talking
Let's
about
talk
it.
citizens now.
Yes.